Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is video 2 in the collection series, and I'm going to do a blanket collection. Now this blanket will be sheets, coolers, stable blankets, turnouts, pretty much everything I have. Now keep in mind, I don't have a whole lot of things, at least I don't think so, but I'm starting to get more and more sizes because I deal with a bunch of different styles and breeds and types of horses when I'm doing my training, and so they definitely need different sizes. Okay, so I kind of have a range of sizes, but I definitely need to get some more. So without size 70. This one again would just be a cooler to be put on right after a bath. And then I would not leave the horse with this on because it only has like a belly band or the chest straps. So if you are looking about getting blankets, definitely invest in one of the ones with leg straps because they definitely tend to keep them on a lot better without it sliding everywhere. Over here is a very large cooler. This is the one I use probably most frequently in the winter after I've ridden and maybe want to sponge off. This one is one of those really large ones that go from the top of the neck all the way to the back. So it's like 90 inches, but it covers the entire horse. So it's a really good cooler, but it's made out of fleece. So I only use this again in the winter, but here where we live, we seem to have winter pretty much from like November most of the time all the way through March or April. So we have a very long winter season, at least I feel like it is. So we use it plenty. This is probably the only really stable sheet I have, and so I need to get some more. But so this would be for if I have ridden and I wanted to put something on to keep the chill off. I may leave this on overnight. This is mostly used for going to horse shows and stuff, and so that's why it's kind of like I'll mess up, or let's say I've got her cleaned up and then I want to keep her kind of clean before we go to the horse show the next day, so I would again put the stable sheet on. This one is a 76, I believe, 74. I think this one's a 74. And then I also have in my trailer one extra one, which is a 72 that's also blue. Now I was doing blue and white as my barn colors, but I'm starting to transition to just kind of black and white. I do love blue when I can, but the problem with blue is it doesn't necessarily always look the most professional. So now I do have one additional stable sheet I just got more recently. Now this one is a 78. This one's like a Kensington pattern. I super love it. I bought it on consignment. So this one's awesome. Love that. Thank you, Sadie. Love that it's like this plaid, so it really hides all the dirt. So I think from now on when I purchase blankets, I'm either going to buy like a plaid color like this, or black, something like that, so that maybe will hide any of the dirt, mud, whatever, so they'll look better. Whereas I love blue, but the blue is tending to show all of that. Now again, all mine are kind of different colors because I buy it cheap. So whichever one I can find for cheap, that is what I'm buying, not necessarily for the color. So that's stable sheets and coolers there. Now we're going to the stable sheets. Okay, so with the stable sheets, and I had my list here, but stable sheets, stable blankets, I have 3 different options right here. Again, I need to get more. So I've got this one that I've had forever. That's a 70 inch. I don't really like this one because it has one of those you pull over the head instead of just like buckling it up. So that can be very challenging to get on and off in a hurry. I worry that they would get tangled up in it. And also most horses don't really like that. So then I have these two that are like heavyweight, almost feels like a tarp. These are pretty, they're not heavyweight, but they're at least like medium weight, I guess. But these would be for the stable. So I feel like I do need to get a heavier one. Now we have a 74 and a 78. So these would be my stable blankets that I do put on most of the time because I do keep them in the winter. Most of the time I do keep them in the stall every night, so I usually would put one of these on in the stable, especially if they wear a turnout during the day. Then I would put this on at night, so that way they're not wearing the exact same blanket all the time. So this one right here is heavier than these two, but again, it's a 70 inch, so I can't really use it. So we got 70, 74, and 78. So that is our stable blankets. And I do like them. I just kind of really want it heavier. But this one, these are the same two right here. But this is a very thick material, but it's not a very thick as far as warmth. So it kind of like hides the warmth without it actually having that much fill in it. So it's quite interesting. Then over here is my pride and joy I got last year. Actually, I guess 2 years ago. This is my turnout blanket. I have one very nice turnout blanket. Oh, I forgot. I do have one more stable blanket. This one is a small one. This one would be for like a foal, or now I could actually use it for the pony. So this one's like less than a 60-inch something. So I'm keeping it because I don't know if I'll need to put it for a pony, but you know, most ponies have plenty of hair and they're kept out all the time, so they don't usually need it. But I'm kind of keeping it for now just because it's a different size, and maybe I'll have a really small horse. I don't know. But I may end up just selling that one because I don't really use it. But that's a very small blanket. Okay, so now here I was talking about my pride and joy, my turnout blanket. I only have one very nice turnout blanket right now. This one's a 78. It's a WeatherBeeta waterproof turnout blanket. Absolutely love it. I probably need to re-waterproof it again. But it is awesome. It is kept up very well. I've had it, I guess, 2 years or so. And I absolutely love it. Now, this navy looks great. So I'm into the navy. So black, navy, those kind of things. And finally, you have this turnout blanket. Again, this one was for the foal. But now it is really more like a yearling size. And so I could definitely use this whenever I have a really, really small or thin horse. I can use this. But again, it's like a 68 or something. So I go from like a 68 to a 78. So that's a problem. So I actually do have one coming in the mail. Because whenever Dixie sold, the girl wanted to get the turnout blanket that was with her. So let me explain. Yeah, so Dixie was sold and the girl really loves orange, so I ended up selling the blanket, the turnout blanket that goes with her. That was my 72 inch. So now I have no middle of the road turnout blanket. So I do have coming from Chick Saddlery a black and gray 72 inch turnout blanket. Super love it, and I will do a haul for that as soon as possible, so be looking out for that. But other than that, this is my blankets. So turnout, stable blankets, and coolers. So not that much. I've got a full set of 70 inch then. So I've got a cooler, stable blanket, and really like that small one, turnout blanket, so it's like a 70 inch, and then a full set of 78 inch, which would be this one right here. It doesn't technically have a size on it, but it's a very large one, and it fits really largely, so I'm pretty sure it's like a 78. So that one's a 78. I have a stable blanket, 78, and then a WeatherBeeta, 78. So I'm very happy with the 78. But I do need to probably get a set of 72s or 74s. So I am looking at now that I'll have a 72 turnout coming, and then I have a 72 sheet. And I have a stable blanket of 74. So that may be large, but that could probably fit. So depending on the horse, I could either get in the 70 inch or the 74 inch. So yeah, so I'm looking out for really, really cheap. So if you have some for really, really cheap that you want to send to me, I would love that, especially some turnout blankets and stuff. So thanks for watching. And there's Sky hanging out. I gotta get her out of here and getting out of the barn, because she's definitely ready to go. First night staying in. She's doing great. Didn't tear the barn down. That's always exciting. So thanks for watching, and until next time, like and subscribe. Be adventurous, and God bless. Bye.